So I thank the Lord God for, to Him be the glory for all my works of hands and intelligence and talents and gifts. If indeed some people are touched, not only touched, some songs I've covered, uploaded in my this YouTube channel with some feedbacks given to me that it cooled them down, some were chilled out, at least it has relaxed them in somehow, because that's what I have prayed to the Lord God. Even with the photos that I feature, I was always praying to the Lord God that it's not me, oh Lord, but you, that some other people who, even those who does not regard you and does not yet believe that you are really God, no, the God the Son, may look at my pictures if they are not yet ready to look at the picture of the Lord God, example, the image of the Divine Mercy, that whenever they would look at my photos, at least they would find peace and see the love and peace of the Lord God. That is my intention for my pieces of works. To Him be the glory at all times. So I'd like to um, check out, what do you call this? That it, if it helped me, I tried to pray to the Lord God, that He would show me things that I need to be doing, you know, in the thought that what if you would already die, the things that I need to like settle, and then things that I need to do with the limited time and talent that we all have. Let's accept it. We're not perfect. We are on a 24-hour per day kind of time frame. And up to when we are, of course, it's in the hands of the Lord God. So why don't you ask the same thing to the Lord God, so that even if we say let's forget about the past, especially if we're talking about reconciliation, and try to forget the hurt, the hard feelings, the hurts and pains that we've experienced, in order for us to be relaxed and not to be hyper, etc. Striking a balance on it would also bring us peace, because it would complete our memory, what happened, what were the causes, then the effects, the consequences. And by that, we would be able to understand fully what is the whole situation about. Like me, um, as God unfolded, things that happened in the past, like some people would may not understand, like it's boring. It's like 21 years ago. Come on. Are you kidding me? Something like that. But on my part, it was effective. No, I prayed to the Lord God that in times of so much stress, that I would be given, the feelings of the past, being a child, being kids, being innocent, and it has brought me there, some 21 years ago. There is this man who had known me already from the past. Kasi yun nga ang isang explanation doon, we are distant relatives, no? It's only now that I was able to determine it. Because at some point, during the in days, when I saw Ian, parang may nakikita ako sa kanya, parang si Daddy. Parang ganon yung pagkapayat, etc. So, yun pala kasi, magkakadugo naman. So, kahit papaano, we have Chinese blood. And I'm happy na, like, my Tito Gilbert made it with the business world, no? They are also tycoon in the field that they are in. Yan. Tito Archie. So, Archie pala is my tito. But distant, no? For some reason, back in, I think, 2000, mga 2007, 8, I consulted a priest, no? About yung mga cousins na ganyan. What if they get married, something like that. Because I have a second cousin 2 years ago. I'm not gonna mention his name. Parang we became close, and he did not open up to me, but I know that he was one of those who got attracted to me. But because he is like the typical men in our clan na mga shy, hindi naman mga forward na mapresko. He was not saying things to me, but we were like being drawn to each other because I was consoling him that time that our Lola died, no? And so I consulted the priest because it means to say I also fell in love with him, something like that. And then because I pity him, something like that, I consoled him, ganyan, ganyan, and it felt good that there is someone in that moment, no, that there was someone trusting you, being a friend to you. It felt so good, no, that yung papa niya nga nakita nga kami because we were, we were very close at the funeral home, so there were no much visitors and all, but he was a second cousin. So I confessed everything to the priest because I also felt, that I fell in love. Era of honesty, come on. So that's what happened. So the priest told me that I think in the law, including in the canon law, it's not really accepted if beyond first cousin degree. I mean, if lower than first cousin, so second cousin onwards or forward, it is allowed in extreme cases, no? If two people fell in love and decided to get married and would like to have the sacrament of matrimony. Hindi yan uso sa atin, 'di ba? Parang pangit tingnan or hindi siya normal in our culture. Not only in our culture but in the spiritual level. Pero based on my readings and per the advice of the priest, sabi niya, ang accepted lang talaga if they would get married is second cousin onwards. So, second degree, third, fourth, hanggang papalayo, pwede. So, if ever man it happened, no? Ian Angelo is already like fourth and fifth cousin in our clan. So, parang that time, yeah, we were very honest. I was very honest until now. I mean, I really open up everything to the priest, my dear brothers and sisters, in a confession, so that you will not be revealed because of the zeal of confession. But at least you know what to do, no? Kasi pag sinabi lang natin yung sin natin and would not really like seek for advice what to do, no? During times of emotions, that you are blinded and all. So, pwede daw po yung second cousin, pataas. But thanks be to God, my second cousin is already married about 3 years ago or 2, something like that. So, dun ko siya nalaman na ganun pala. And sa scientific studies din yata, that if first cousin degrees and even beyond that, worse that, it's incest, no? It is a mortal sin. Pag first cousin and sometimes in extreme cases nakakadiri, no, magkakapatid, yung mga ganon. Tapos yung the moral stand, even po mga in-laws and adopted, hindi po pala siya dapat, no? In the checklist of the sins, the mortal sins that I have read and has given in the previous vlogs, it is included po na hindi yan dapat yung mga in-laws, yung adopted, no? Hindi po siya dapat. So, second cousin lang pataas, yun lang po ang allowed and not sinful. Okay, paki-forward lang po sa iba. Kasi I know also a cousin, I could remember right now, I have a cousin din na ang alam ko, nag-asawa din ng pinsan. Noon po, talagang parang may mga sumpa sa kanila na mga tita-tita or lolo-lola. Pero from what I have known, parang second cousin na rin yata yun or third cousin. Pero parang sila, parang they really felt discriminated and as if nakakadiri, something like that. So I hope you will be able to listen to this as I per consultation to a good priest. He told me that if second cousin or third, wag mo na lang ikahiya. Sabihin mo yung sinabi ko na yun ang stand ng church about it. I hope you got married in the church. So you were blessed. Or you will be blessed. So, wag nyo na lang pong intindihin yung may mga ganong situation. Kung second cousin, no? Second cousin. Pero pag first cousin and lower than that, yun ang hindi dapat, no? Yun ang dapat na pagwalayin at i-confess po yung mga nasadlak sa ganong situation, no? God heals. If you do not hear the tribunal of mercy, no? The divine mercy, ang mercy ni God is overflowing and so large and so deep. But you have to obtain it. No? You have to be the one to avail of it. It's there for the taking. No? Kung makagrab tayo ng para sa iba, bonggang-bongga, no? Why don't you do the same thing for your soul? So, if you are in the same situation, noon meron din akong nagpa-confess, no? Yung, meron kaming sa isang boarding house. Magtito po sila, no? They have 3 kids already. I think 4 na nga pala. Magtito po sila, pero hindi ko po alam kung anong degree yun. No? They really lived as husband and wife. Pero napa-confess ko po siya. Ano po pati, yung nakita ko po sa countenance ng tao na parang lumiwanag siya after confession. Parang lumiwanag na gumanda. So, it means to say, sabi ko, nasa kasalanan, di ba? Sa bagay, in the first place nga kasi, hindi married, no? Hindi kasal. Kasi nga talaga, kung nag-apply sila for the sacrament of matrimony, that's the time that they would be able to determine these things, no? They would be clear on it na kung pwede or hindi. Tapos kung pwede naman, di sana na blessed ng church. That's one report that I would tell you, no? Yung countenance ng tao. Sometimes, ako, sinasabi ng mga tao minsan that I look young in my age. Sometimes lang, no? May times din na haggard ka or pagod ka, may sakit ka, you look old, something like that. Pero for the times that they would say na I look young daw, it is God. No? It is our relationship to the Lord God. I could remember an interview in Itbulaga. Yung mga kids baga, ano yan, Little Miss Philippines. There was one kid who said na, ano ba yun? Pag wala daw kasalanan, maganda. Something like that. May point po yung bata. No? Paano ba yung, hindi ko na ma-remember. Basta nagtawanan yung mga tao. Yun po talaga yun. Kasi we are all kids of the Lord God, no? Unless you are sick of a particular illness, no? That would make you, kasi may nakita din ako noon sa mga books na merong batang-bata pa, pero itsura niya, para matanda na, it was an illness naman. Pero yung kasalanan po talaga, nakakapangit po siya. Diba? That's why, siguro tama yung pray ko kay God that I would have a feelings of yesteryears. If in the point of being in love with Him, to the Lord God, and being, being yourself. Because of experiences, even education, the affiliations that you had with the churches that you converted to along the way, it matters, no? Everything is contributory to how you are now, no? Who you are now, what makes up your mind, your sentiments, your opinions, etc. So, yun po yung aking input for that, no? Sometimes it's not being talked about in the church, but situations like that, we need to know. Sometimes counselors and priests, you need to explore, yung mga extreme cases in the society and make a stand on them so that you would know what to tell people if they come to you for counseling, no? And for conversion purposes. Yung napakonfess ko po, nagliwanag po yung mukha niya. No? Gumanda po siya. Kaya lang, soon after, pag alis ko, hindi rin po siya nakatagal kasi may anak na. Kasi I'm not sure kung ano yung advice ng priest. I think to separate. Kasi hindi ko po sure kung kapatid ng father niya, yung tito niyang kasama niya, nagli-live-in sila in the boarding house that I was in before. Nakakaawa naman po. So, after confession, no, nakita ko yung countenance ng babae, no? Hindi ko syempre sasabihin, kawawa naman. Nag-iba yung itsura niya, no? Gumanda siya because of the sacrament of confession. Especially if you really respected and you were really sincere in the sacrament, God heals. No? So, yung mga ibang naiinggit-inggit, so, kainggitan nyo kung paano yung relasyon kay God or higitan nyo pa if you want. 'Di ba? Ganun lang. Kung may naiinggit kayo sa isang tao, tingnan nyo yung good side niya. Yun ang i-pray nyo kay God. Hindi nyo ukrayin yung tao. Hindi yung agawan nyo yung tao. Patayin nyo para kayo si Cain na sabi nga, yung si Cain, di ba yung pinatay yung kapatid ng si Abel? That he is a son of Satan. Kasi pinatay niya just for him to own everything. It's happening, my dear brothers and sisters, sa mga inheritances. Sometimes, hindi man lang naiisip ng mga ganyan na kung hati-hati naman, wala namang last will, di ba? Hati-hati naman talaga dapat. Aba, kinakarir, no? Na maubos yung mga kapatid, masiraan, mawalan. Gustong maturete, kukunin yung boyfriend, no? At ipaparinig pa. They really want to hurt your mind and heart, no? Nagwi-wish na magwala ka, paraan niya mapasok natin sa mental. Ang dami mga ganyan sa inyo, which is very satanic, demonic. Pro-Beelzebub yung mga ganon, no? The demon of pride, demon of filth, gluttony, lust, greed. Para lang mapasa kanya lahat, papatayin yung kapatid, pinsan, etc. No? In the case of Cain and Abel, or Abel, pinatay niya, and the blood of the brother was shouting to the heavens sa pagpatay ni Cain, no? Because of greed. So there goes, my dear brothers and sisters, as I go on with recordings, kung ano yung ma-inspire ni Lord God. I hope I could really make a difference in a sense and, hit up all those issues with regards to the viewers' sensibilities and the real concerns that they have, what's going on in their own events in life, in their souls, and would lead you really to the tribunal of mercy of the Lord God. Have a devotion to the divine mercy and consult priest. First, seek to the Blessed Mother, good priest that you could go to for a very good confession and counselings, so that they may be able to guide you. And mind you, my dear brothers and sisters, hindi po kasi yan isahan lang eh. It should be a continuous in a lifetime thing, no? Life journey. Pretty much like what we were doing in Opus Dei, weekly confession, weekly counselings, and then conferences, talks, retreats, recollections. Before po, yung Franciscans of the Immaculate, meron din po niyan, pero nakita ko na may kulang, no? Kulang yung nai-encourage sa confession, and then yun, na dapat may pagbabago, 'di ba? May discipline. Kayo po kasi magko-cooperate niyan kay God eh. Nobody could do those things for you and to you. All we could do is to help out each other, no? Remind each other, ganyan, what to do, what not. But the decision, first and foremost, and the action afterwards, onwards, really is up to you. We are just here to help each other. So that's it for this vlog at this moment. Later on, if I am still inspired again, I'll just record and upload. Have a nice evening and dinner. Shisha and Wu Aini.